And if Congress doesn't approve a budget deal in the next 3 weeks, billions of dollars in automatic spending cuts will go into effect. David Martin shows us why it's already having a direct impact on our military.
Postponing the deployment of the aircraft carrier Truman will save hundreds of millions of dollars. But it will also leave the U.S. with only one instead of the normal 2 aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf, at a time when the U.S. and Iran appear to be on a collision course over its nuclear program. Vice Admiral Mark Fox, the Director of Navy Operations, says lack of a second carrier could make a difference in a crisis.
What it does change is the opportunity to have additional capability immediately. There will be additional time distance associated with bringing another vessel over if that's required.
Defense Secretary Panetta warned that would be the least of it if the automatic budget cuts known as sequestration take effect at the beginning of March. And the Pentagon has to reduce spending by $46 billion in the remaining 7 months of fiscal year 2013.
If these cuts happen, there will be a serious disruption in defense programs and a sharp decline in our military readiness.
This Army document says 3/4 of its combat brigades will have to delay their training for several months, resulting in a failure to meet demands of the national military strategy by the end of this year. Afraid it will have to take $18 billion out of its own budget, the Army has already stopped maintenance of 1,300 vehicles and 17,000 weapons. According to this document, the Air Force would cut its overhauls of aircraft by 1/3, with the result that some planes would have to be grounded. Flying hours for Air Force pilots would be cut by 18%.
It puts at risk our fundamental mission of protecting the American people.
Combat operations in Afghanistan would not be affected by the cuts, but the pullout of $20 billion worth of equipment could be delayed. For CBS This Morning, David Martin, the Pentagon.